in today's video, I wanted to discuss sources sought notices and requests for information, RFIs. So what a sources sought is this is when the government issues a synopsis to industry. Basically, they are looking for vendors. In most cases, when a sources sought is issued, it's because they have an idea that they want a requirement. There's no firm requirement yet, but something has come up to where there is an initiation of a requirement. However, they don't have a source. They do not have a company yet who can perform that work. So what they do is they put out a synopsis to gauge the interest of the market to see if there's any vendors out there that can help to fulfill the service or the item that they're trying to buy. And so that's what a sources sought notice is once again, typically they don't have a vendor or contractor in mind right now. They're trying to actually see if there's someone in the market that can actually perform the work. An example of this is, in one case, I was working on the sources sought, or I was attempting to, where the government was looking for a vendor to redo their vehicles. This is for like the Forest Service. So they wanted their vehicles to have new decals. They wanted more custom type work trucks, fire trucks, if you will. And so they were looking for an organization that could do that type of custom work on their vehicles. So that's an example of them looking for sources for that particular case. Requests for information, these are RFIs. And requests for information are similar to sources sought, but the difference being that in a request for information, the contracting office, this is not a solicitation. Neither one of these are solicitations or proposals or anything like that. These are synopsis ahead of that. The primary role for these is market research. What they're trying to do is gain an understanding on who's who in the zoo out in the market. So you and I, who out there potentially will bid on this. So the RFI, the request for information, is a way for the contracting officer to do market research. So they're gathering information on market interests, on the types of companies that are out there and the types of disadvantaged companies that are out there. Maybe they're looking to do a set aside and they want to see, well, how many women-owned businesses do I have out there? How many service disabled, veteran-owned small businesses do I have out there? If they have 3 or 2 or the rule of 2, if you will, 3, then they're able to set aside that requirement for that particular socioeconomic group. RFIs, if you are anywhere near close to being able to do an RFI or to do the work that they're describing in the RFI, you should respond, because in most cases, particularly with the RFI, some type of requirement will probably follow shortly after that time frame of the RFI period, after responses are due. Because what's going to happen is the government, the contracting officer, they're going to take those responses from the RFI and they're going to make a determination on what type of requirement that they're going to issue, whether it be a small business set aside, whether it be unrestricted, whether it be a woman-owned small business set aside or something like that. They'll make that determination and then they'll post it on beta.sam.gov, which is formerly was FedBizOps, but they'll post it out there for everyone to see and for everyone to bid on. Now, if you've already responded to the RFI, here's the key. You're halfway there, right? You've already seen the skeleton of their requirement. Now, the requirement may change as a result of the information that the government receives from the RFI, and that's their intent. They want to issue a proposal or a request for proposal or a request for quote or whatever, synopsizing or procurement action that they want to take. But they want to have that RFP as best as possible to be as accurate as possible with industry feedback. So that's why it's important to respond to those RFIs and why it can help you in winning ultimately, right? Or at least coming close to winning, in the sense that you're already ahead of the game when you respond to the RFI. You already have the skeleton. Once the proposal comes out, now you have to just change what you already have to meet the official version that is now posted and that is now requesting quotes or proposals back. So once again, that's the difference between sources sought notices and RFIs. They both are synopsis, and they both are used as market research strategies on behalf of the contracting officer. They're trying to gain information. They're trying to determine who's in the market and how they best should put the requirement out for bid. All right, I hope this was helpful. Hope everyone has a great day and a great week.